Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to the sacred journey of Call Mantra, Embrace Divine Grace. Let the celestial vibrations uplift your spirit and guide you toward inner peace, abundance, and divine blessings. Open your heart, chant with devotion, and awaken the infinite grace within you.
Welcome, deep divers. Ever stop to think about the meanings hidden inside our big celebration?
Yeah.
You know, beyond the noise and the fun, what's really going on? What ancient ideas are woven into these traditions?
It's a great question. Because, often what looks like just a cultural thing on the surface, it's actually packed with these philosophical, spiritual layers, stuff that can genuinely change how we see ourselves, in the world around us.
Couldn't agree more. And today, we're diving into exactly that kind of journey. We're exploring this amazing Indian tradition, Navaratri.
Oh, Navaratri.
And it's really so much more than just a festival, isn't it? It's like a 9-night deep dive, a serious spiritual practice. It's all about worshiping Jagadamba.
The universal energy.
Exactly, in 9 different, really powerful forms.
And the name itself, Navaratri, meaning 9 nights. It holds this fascinating clue, actually.
Oh.
Well, in the spiritual sense, Ratri, night, often signifies protection. It's like,
Right.
the world gets quiet, right?
Right.
So it gives you this space, this internal sanctuary, protecting your focus for spiritual work. It's a really beautiful idea, hinting at the kind of nurturing, protective power these 9 nights offer.
That's a lovely way to put it. So for this deep dive, our goal, our mission really, is to explore that spiritual, philosophical heart of Navaratri. We're going to try and understand these 9 forms of Devi, the goddess, and not just as deities, but like as a symbolic map.
A map through life stages.
Yeah, through womanhood, but also more broadly like a blueprint for our own inner growth.
That makes sense.
And we'll look at all the different really cool ways it's practiced across India. So hopefully you're not just going to learn things today, but maybe have some real aha moments.
Yeah, about inner strength, connection, stuff you can actually use.
Exactly. Things you can take into your own life.
And our exploration today, it's really grounded in some great material, especially insights from a spiritual podcast.
Right.
9 Forms of Maa Durga Explained Navaratri Special. It's from the Chimfo channel featuring Swami Sharanj. He just explains these complex ideas in a really clear, beautiful way.
Okay, so let's start right at the core. What is Navaratri, really? Beyond just 9 nights. And why nights? Why is that so central?
Well, that name, Navaratri, 9 nights, it's super revealing.
Yeah.
Spiritually speaking, night is traditionally seen as, an ideal time for turning inward.
Okay.
It's a time for introspection, for focused spiritual practice, sahana, as it's called.
Right.
The world quiets down, distractions fade. It just gets easier to connect with your inner self, with the divine.
Makes sense.
So this stretch of 9 nights, it's not random. It allows for this sustained, focused period of devotion and growth. It enables this gradual but really deep inner shift.
That idea of night being for inner focus really resonates. And it makes Navaratri stand out, doesn't it? Because most other big Hindu festivals, like Shivaratri or Deepawali or Ramakrishna Jayanti, they're usually, 1 to 3 days?
Exactly.
Typically shorter. But Navaratri goes for 9 full days and nights. What does that extended time do for the experience?
You've really hit on a key point there. That longer duration, it signals that Navaratri isn't just a quick celebration. It's more like an immersive experience, almost like a spiritual retreat built into life. This extended time lets people really deepen their engagement, cultivate discipline, absorb the energies over time. It shifts it from just observing something to a sustained practice.
Right.
Which fosters, naturally, a deeper connection and a more lasting inner change.
That sustained immersion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how that could be truly transformative. And what's really fascinating, what our research highlighted, is the core purpose, this joyous worship of Jagadamba.
Yes, the universal energy.
But it's not just external ritual, is it? It's about feeling that energy inside us, too.
Precisely. The main focus is this joyful worship of Jagadamba as the energy that's, everywhere, in every atom inside us, in every part of the cosmos.
Wow.
It's a powerful chance to kind of rededicate ourselves to that divine energy. And it's not just some abstract idea, it's the force that actually sustains and protects the whole universe. So during Navaratri, we're acknowledging this incredible protective force that's also right here within each of us, empowering our lives.
So it's like this essential bridge, a link.
A connecting link, yeah.
Yeah.
between humanity and the divine.
But, for someone with a really busy life, what does that profound spiritual engagement actually look like beyond just the ritual part?
That's a fair question. It can look like just an intentional shift in focus. Maybe taking a few moments each day to just reflect on that divine energy within you.
Okay.
Or finding ways to bring a sense of reverence into your normal activities. It's about making a conscious effort to align with that energy.
How?
Through quiet thought, maybe sincere prayer, or even just being really present and aware of the sacredness in, ordinary things around you. It's a chance to pause the daily grind and connect with something deeper.
Even for a few minutes.
Exactly. Even just for a few minutes each day makes a difference.
That really frames the potential of these 9 days. Now let's go even deeper. The material we looked at points to this really powerful symbolism, the worship of womanhood and Prakriti. And this idea that religion and life aren't separate in Indian culture. That's key, isn't it?
It's absolutely fundamental to Sanatana Dharma, the Indian cultural view. Religion isn't something you just do on Sunday or in one specific building.
Right.
It's woven into daily life. It's a living philosophy. So Navaratri worship isn't some isolated religious thing. It's celebrating life itself, but through this spiritual lens, seeing the divine everywhere.
And that comes alive with the idea that the 9 days are for the 9 forms of Durga, which are also seen as 9 states of womanhood, or stages in a woman's life. What does that tell us?
This is such a beautiful, profound part of Navaratri. These 9 forms of Durga, they're seen as mapping out these distinct stages or states in a woman's life journey.
Okay.
Growth, experience, wisdom, all of it. So through this worship, we're essentially celebrating Stri. Yes, the primordial energy of nature, Prakriti, which manifests as woman. So worshiping Jagadamba during Navratri is fundamentally worshiping the entire Prakriti, the creative sustaining force of everything.
Wow. That's huge. And it's not just about women specifically, right? It's about this universal feminine energy.
Exactly, the mother principle.
This inherent womanhood or Prakriti that's in everyone. The source even mentioned the X chromosome.
Precisely. This worship really goes beyond gender. The feminine principle, Prakriti, it's a universal energy, dynamic, creative, nurturing.
Okay.
And as the sources point out, genetically, the X chromosome is common to everyone. It symbolizes that within all of us, there's this inherent Stri or Prakriti.
This dynamic energy.
Yes. So this deep dive into Navaratri, it isn't just about goddesses out there. It's about understanding and experiencing the evolution of our own, Prakriti, our own essence.
Guiding it. Where?
Towards its supreme liberated state. It's about realizing the power of creation, nurturing, transformation that's right here inside you.
And this is where the journey really starts for you, listening in. We're about to walk through each of these 9 forms of Devi day by day. And what you'll see is, this isn't just mythology.
No, not at all.
It's like a story that mirrors life stages, growth.
Yeah.
Our own spiritual path, really. So let's dive into these incredible forms, see how they connect to us internally, what qualities they help us grow.
Absolutely. Each one is like a mirror to a phase of life and the qualities. They're so vital for our inner growth.
Okay, day 1 kicks us off with Sailputri, the daughter of Himalaya. What's this first form about? What are we connecting with here?
Sailputri. She's worshipped as this small, joyful girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old, full of playfulness, that the divine sport, or Leela.
Leela, okay.
She's the daughter of Himalaya, another name for Parvati, born from, purity and strength. Symbolically, this is the very first stage of a woman's life.
Right.
Childhood.
Right. Innocence.
Exactly. Innocence, purity, that untainted connection to our roots, our parents, and the quality you gain from worshiping Sailputri is purity of heart.
Purity of heart.
Yeah. It's a reminder to reconnect with that innocent core inside us, to approach life with wonder, with openness again.
That's a beautiful start, a foundation for the journey. Then day 2, we move to Brahmacharini, the student. Sounds like a definite shift from playfulness to focus.
Of a very clear shift, yes.
Yeah.
Brahmacharini is worshipped as a student, deeply dedicated to studies, understanding, learning.
How is she shown?
Off holding a rosary, a water pot, symbols of her commitment to spiritual discipline. This stage symbolically represents adolescence.
Okay.
That crucial time when you're immersed in learning, dedicating yourself to knowledge. It's about acquiring knowledge and building discipline.
And the quality we gain.
The quality here is sadhana, that unwavering focus on knowledge, discipline, spiritual practice. It's about committing to your path diligently, knowing that real understanding takes effort.
From the focused student, day 3 brings Chandraganta, the married one. That image of the crescent moon on her head from Shiva after marriage. That's striking. What's the significance of this union?
Yes, Chandraganta has that crescent moon, believed to be a gift from Shiva, symbolizing their deep union. This form represents the marriage stage,
Right.
becoming one with a partner, finding a different kind of completeness through that partnership. She's known as Parameshwari.
Parameshwar.
Yes, the Maharati, the great warrior of the universe,
Yeah.
embodying immense beauty and this combined power.
And the quality.
The quality gained here is the inner eye, the ability to really see and enjoy the beauty of the universe, the divine in everything. It brings grace, balance through connection.
The journey deepens on day 4 with Kushmanda, the bearer of the universe. The source describes her as pregnant, holding the whole cosmos in her womb. That's such a profound image of creation.
It really is. Kushmanda is portrayed as pregnant, cradling the entire universe within her. It's the ultimate act of creation.
Her Matrutva.
Yes, her motherhood, rising and becoming manifest. Symbolically, it's pregnancy, nurturing, creation, a time of huge responsibility, selflessness, profound love.
And what inner strength does this teach us?
The crucial quality here is driti, fortitude. The ability to bear pain, navigate difficulties with resilience. It reminds us that life, creation, both outside and inside, it has pleasant parts, but also challenges.
Right?
And this form gives us the inner strength to endure those challenges, knowing perseverance leads to victory, to new beginnings.
And after creation, day 5 brings Skandamata, the mother, with her son, described as Leela Panchami, the most joyous day.
What does this full flowering of motherhood mean for us?
Yes, Skandamata is the loving mother of Kartika, or Skanda. She's shown as radiant, loving, pleasant, often with her child.
Leela Panchami.
Indeed, the 5th day, considered the most joyous, motherhood fully manifested in all its glory. Symbolically, it's active motherhood. That deep completeness, the joy in raising a child, seeing the divine in that bond.
And the quality here.
The quality gained is the power of standa, which is the ability to overcome anything in the world.
Strength. Not just brute strength. It's strength backed by understanding, by love. Conquering obstacles with wisdom, compassion, that fierce protective energy of a mother.
Then day 6, we meet Katyayani, the mature woman, destroyer of karma. This sounds like a big step up in maturity, in power, a real turning point.
It is. Katyayani is shown as a woman in her mid-30s, 40s maybe. A complete woman full of Gambhirya. Seriousness, depth, immense inner strength. She's considered the most powerful form of Jagadamba. She's the one who defeated the demon Mahishasura.
Wow.
Symbolically, this is mature womanhood. Wisdom, experience, strength, all coming together powerfully. And the profound quality gained from Katyayani is the ability to break and destroy karmas, to go beyond the baggage of past actions, step into a future free from old patterns.
Break karmas, that sounds huge.
It is. It's about taking ownership of your spiritual path, actively dissolving the things that bind you, finding deep inner freedom.
Destroyer of karma. That sounds incredibly powerful. Could you maybe give an example? Like, how might someone today practically break karma in their life outside the myth?
Sure, yeah. Think of it like this. Karma isn't just good, bad deeds. It's patterns, habits, unconscious reactions that tie us down.
Okay.
So breaking karma practically means becoming aware of those patterns. Maybe a tendency to get angry easily or procrastinate or negative self-talk.
Right, things we all deal with.
Exactly. And then consciously choosing a different, more positive, more aligned response. It involves self-watching, real effort to change, maybe seeking forgiveness or making things right.
So disrupting the automatic loop.
Precisely. Actively disrupting those loops, choosing a higher path. That's how you dissolve those old karmic imprints that might be holding you back.
That makes it very relatable. Okay, from maturity, we then move to a really intense form on day 7. Kalaratri, the terrible night, destroyer of negativities. The material links us to tough life transitions, even menopause. Why so fierce? What qualities come up here?
Kalaratri is definitely fierce. A formidable form of Jagadamba, ready to destroy negativity. She's often shown with dark skin, messy hair, maybe a garland of skulls.
Intense.
But her fierceness is protective. Symbolically, this stage represents challenging, sometimes painful life transitions like menopause, as you said. A severe, powerful, ultimately transformative stage involving big shifts.
And the quality gained.
The immense power to face and destroy our inner negativities, our vasanas, those deep mental habits and karmic bonds. This requires intense tapas, severe penance. It signifies the spiritual grit, the courage needed to confront and dismantle the deepest inner obstacles, however uncomfortable.
Facing your shadow self.
Exactly. Facing it and transforming it.
Wow. After that intensity, day 8 brings Mahagari, the grandmother, universal mother. This sounds like a shift to something more expansive, calmer, wisdom after the storm.
It's a beautiful, profound shift. Mahagari is worshipped as this shining grandmother figure. She transcends personal ties. No more you or me, my children, his children. Her compassion just expands to everyone. She connects with the whole universe. Everyone calls her mother. It's universal love embodied.
So symbolically.
Grandmotherhood, a stage of universal connection, deep compassion, accumulated wisdom. The quality gained is manifesting this boundless connection, compassion, the wisdom of life, shining with the beauty of understanding.
Seeing the divine in everyone.
Yes, embracing that universal connection.
And finally, day 9, the ultimate culmination, Siddhidatri, the giver of realization. What's this ultimate Siddhi we're seeking? How does this cap off the journey?
Siddhidatri is the one who grants Siddhi. Now, sometimes people think that means, supernatural powers.
Right.
But the true Siddhi, as the sources emphasize, is understanding your own true self. The profound realization of who am I? What is my true nature?
Self-realization.
Exactly. Symbolically, this is the final stage of spiritual evolution. Self-realization, enlightenment. The ultimate quality gained is that realization, knowing your true nature.
And what does that lead to?
It leads to a life that becomes a great success, a blessing not just for you, but for the whole universe. It's the ultimate liberation, understanding your deep connection to everything.
So if the universe unfolds inside us, and these stages of womanhood reflect divine principles, what's the big aha moment here, the takeaway from this whole 9-form journey for listeners?
I think the core insight is that ultimate success isn't just about what you achieve out there. It's the deep inner clarity of knowing who you truly are.
Okay.
And realizing that understanding, that self-realization, it ripples out. It affects the whole world. It's understanding that your personal evolution contributes to the bigger picture, and that divine feminine energy within you is a pathway to the highest consciousness.
It's incredible. Tracing that inner path through the 9 devas really gives you a lot to reflect on personally. Now, we've covered the what and the why. Let's get into some deeper layers. Here's something interesting many might not know. We usually hear about one main Navaratri.
The autumn one.
Right. But our sources say there are actually 4 Navaratris celebrated each year.
That's right. For most people, 2 are generally known, but there's this deeper, more, let's say, esoteric aspect, with 4 in total. Each has its own significance.
Okay, let's start with the 2 common ones first. Which are they? What's different about them?
The first is Vasantha Navaratri. That happens in the month of Chaitra, marking springtime.
Okay.
In some parts of India, it's maybe less prominent than the autumn one, but still observed devoutly. The second, and definitely the most famous, the most widely worshipped, is Sharada Navaratri.
That's the big one.
Yes, in the autumn month. It's often called the Navaratri of Navaratris. Super celebrated across India leading up to Dussehra.
Got it. So those are the ones most people know. But then there are these 2 Gupta Navaratris, secret Navaratris. The name itself sounds mysterious. For those of us only familiar with the main ones, what are these secret Navaratris? Why are they secret?
Yeah, Gupta Navaratris, meaning secret. And they're generally unknown to the average person. But the secrecy isn't about exclusion. It's more about specific spiritual prerequisites. They're mainly observed by initiated worshippers, people deeply involved in specific Shakti Upasana systems, advanced disciplines focused on the Divine Mother.
So specialized paths.
Exactly. During one in the rainy season month of Ashada, Jagadamba is worshipped as Varahi. She's seen as the commander-in-chief of the divine army, a fierce, protective aspect.
Varahi, okay. And the other?
The other happens in the Magha month. Jagadamba is worshipped as Raja Shamala Matangi. She's considered the Mantrini, the chief minister embodying wisdom, the power of speech.
So these practices aren't just something anyone can pick up. Why the Gupta, the secret nature? Is it about power or something else?
It's really about appropriate guidance and preparation. These practices involve very potent, sometimes complex rituals and mantras. They require specific initiation and guidance from a qualified guru.
Right, makes sense.
Without that proper initiation, understanding, and disciplined prep, the practices might not work as intended, or could even be, misunderstood or misused. It highlights that not all spiritual paths are for public broadcast. Some are deeply personal, intensive, and need dedicated guidance. Like, you wouldn't try advanced chemistry experiments without training.
Fascinating. These hidden layers in different seasons for Navaratri. Now we've got the what and when. Let's look at the how, the pillars of worship, the philosophical structure holding it all up. Our material mentions 3 levels of worship, like a holistic way to engage during Navaratri.
Indeed. The whole worship during Navaratri is often understood through 3 main levels of tapas, or penance. It reflects engaging our whole being.
Tapas again?
Yes. There's kaika tapas, actions done with the body.
Yeah.
Then vishika tapas, actions with speech. And finally, manasa tapas, actions with the mind.
Body, speech, mind.
Exactly. All 3 are woven into Navaratri practices, making it a really complete, holistic discipline.
Sounds like total immersion, bringing your whole self into it.
Yeah.
And within those 9 forms of Devi we talked about, the sources are also grouped under 3 main aspects: Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga, or Kali. It gives a sense of overarching themes, like 3 main energy currents.
Precisely. These 3 represent fundamental, universal aspects of the Divine Mother. Saraswati embodies knowledge, wisdom, creativity, art, the power of intellect, inspiration. Lakshmi represents wealth, prosperity, abundance, both material and spiritual richness, grace, well-being.
And Durga.
And Durga, often linked with Kali, embodies divine power, protection, and destroying negative forces. That fierce transformative energy that clears obstacles.
So the 9 forms are like expressions of these 3.
Exactly. Specific manifestations or deeper explorations of these 3 core aspects, like different facets of one amazing jewel.
What's really interesting is how different regions prioritize these 3. It's not the same everywhere, which shows that diversity again.
That's a beautiful example of India's unity and diversity philosophy. In North India and most other places, typically the first 3 days are for Saraswati, focusing on knowledge. Middle 3 for Lakshmi, prosperity, abundance. And the final 3 for Durga, power, protection, defeating the ego, often leading to Mahishasura-Mardini celebrations.
And not in Kerala.
In Kerala, the sequence is often different. First 3 days for Durga, middle 3 for Lakshmi, and the last 3 for Saraswati.
Interesting. Why the difference?
Well, this regional variation shows how adaptable devotion is.
Yeah.
The different ways to connect. But the source points out something crucial.
Yes.
Kerala's tradition actually aligns with the structure of a very important text, the Durga Saptashati, also known as Chandi Mahatmya, or Devi Mahatmya.
Ah, the Durga Saptashati. Okay, explain that connection. Why is this text so important here?
This connection is really key to understanding the deeper philosophy of Navaratri. The Durga Saptashati is a foundational text in Shaktism, the worship of the divine feminine.
Okay.
It's divided into 3 charitas or sections. Each one is about overcoming specific inner obstacles.
3 sections, 3 obstacles.
Exactly. The Prathama Charita is dedicated to Kali, symbolizing removing initial impurities. The Madhyama Charita is for Mahalakshmi, representing conquering distractions. And the Uttama Charita is for Mahasaraswati, for destroying ultimate ignorance.
So Kerala's sequence follows the text.
Yes. By worshipping Durga first, then Lakshmi, then Saraswati, the Kerala tradition mirrors this ancient scriptural sequence. It suggests a specific spiritual progression laid out in the text itself. Purification, then focus, then enlightenment.
So this Durga Saptashati, it's not just stories about battles. It's presented as this deep philosophical text, a path for a spiritual seeker.
Absolutely.
And the battles symbolize our internal struggles, the demons within.
Precisely. The Durga Saptashati is way more than myths. It's a roadmap for spiritual ascent. It lays out a clear path for a pilgrim, using these epic battles and vanquished demons as powerful metaphors for the inner struggles we all face on our spiritual journey.
Okay.
Each battle is a stage in overcoming specific inner blocks that stop us from realizing our true selves.
And these blocks are tackled in 3 stages, matching the charitas. Let's start with the Prathama Charita, with Bhadrakali, overcoming mala impurities. What does that mean for us internally?
Okay, Prathama Charita. Here we have the story of Mahavishnu destroying Madhu and Kaitava. These 2 demons symbolically represent Brahma Grande,
Brahma Grandi.
a spiritual knot. It's the bundle of our inherent impurities, our basic likes and dislikes, attachments, aversions, the unconscious biases that cloud how we see things and bind us.
Ah, okay.
So this first stage, guided by Bhadrakali, is about the seeker actively working to purify these fundamental malas or impurities that muddy the mind. It clears the ground for deeper work.
Okay, so once we start dealing with those basic impurities, the next stage, Madhyama Charita with Mahalakshmi, tackles Vikshipa distractions, and this Mahishasura demon comes in here.
Yes, Mahishasura is a huge symbol in the Mahimacharita. He keeps changing forms, right? Which perfectly represents the constant distractions of the mind, the many faces of the ego. And in our modern lives, Vikshipa is everywhere.
Tell me about it. Social media, notifications.
Endless scrolling, mental chatter, desires pulling us. Our minds are constantly bombarded, distractions inside and out, pulling us off our spiritual focus.
So Mahalakshmi's victory.
Her victory over Mahishasura here is about conquering these major distractions. It's about steadying the mind, bringing it back to calm and clarity, even amid the chaos.
Okay, focus achieved. Then the ultimate battle. Uttama Charita with Mahasaraswati, overcoming Ajnana ignorance. This involves Shumbha and Nishumva, representing Ahankara and Mamakara. Sounds like the really deep stuff.
This is the final, most profound battle, yes.
Yeah.
Shumbha and Nishumva represent Ahankara, our ego, that sense of I, our deep attachment to mine, my body, my thoughts, my stuff. This war represents breaking Rudrakrandi, deepest spiritual knot of ignorance binding us. It's the fundamental mistake of thinking, this body is me, Satyam Eva me idam sharira. Mahasaraswati's victory here is about dismantling that core ignorance, leading to realizing our true universal self, understanding we're much more than just our body or individual identity.
Wow, that's a lot packed into the Durga Saptashati. So boiling it down, what's the single biggest takeaway from this philosophical journey for our listeners?
I'd say the core insight is that Devi's epic battles aren't just ancient stories. They're actually a blueprint for you to conquer your own inner demons.
Our attachments, distractions.
Exactly. Your attachments, your distractions, and ultimately your ignorance about who you truly are. And that path leads directly to self-realization. It's empowering. These grand struggles are happening inside us, and victory is possible.
That's a profound way to frame the inner journey, a real battle for self-discovery. Okay, let's switch gears to the practical side. How do we actually do this? What are the rituals, the tapas, that help us connect, cleanse our inner world during Navaratri?
Right, tapas. It's the practice of cleansing and connection, often involves effort, discipline. But it's not self-punishment. It's a focused, intentional effort to purify your physical, mental state, to forge a stronger link with the divine. And it shows up in those three ways: physical, verbal, mental, engaging our whole being.
Let's start with Kaika Tapas, physical penance. What does that look like during Navaratri? How can people adapt it today?
Kaika tapas involves the body. A big one is upavasa, fasting. But it's crucial to understand, upavasa isn't just not eating. It means upavasati, to sit near, to be with Jagadamba.
Yeah, sit near. I like that.
Yeah. And there's different ways. Some do complete water fast. Source mentioned Prime Minister Modi doing this.
Right.
Others follow specific dietary rules, eating only certain sattvic or pure foods, or maybe just fruits and milk. The key thing is, fasting shouldn't make you weak or hinder your spiritual practice.
It should support it.
Exactly. Free up time and mental energy. Another physical practice is brahmacharya, celibacy during these 9 days, to help focus spiritual energy. And of course, puja, ritual worship, can be super simple. Just lighting a lamp at home for 9 days, feeling the lamp is Jagadamba, purifying the space.
Or a bit more.
Or, if you know a bit more, a small kalasha of that pot, and Deepam lamp puja.
So, physical offering, creating sacred space. Got it. Next, Vajika Tapas, verbal penance. Harnessing sound and speech.
Precisely. Vajika tapas uses speech, mainly through japa. Rhythmic chanting of Jagadamba's names or mantras.
Like what?
Could be a simple universal mantra like Om Devi Durga Namaha. Or, for initiated folks, specific Devi mantras, reciting Kavacham protective chants, Didishis, mantras from the directions, various scriptures, sastras.
Okay.
This verbal practice helps purify speech, focus the mind, and generate these powerful vibrations that call in divine energy.
And then the most subtle, maybe most powerful, Manasa Tapas, mental penance, the core of inner change.
Manasa tapas is vital, yeah. Engages the mind directly, includes meditation on Jagadamba, consciously trying to connect with that supreme universal energy, visualizing her forms, and also mananam, deep contemplation. Thinking about her truth, her stories, her nature, the philosophy behind her.
So it's inner awareness.
Yes, cultivating inner awareness, a direct spiritual connection, that feeling of oneness with the divine.
And when you put all three together, physical, verbal, mental, tapas, what's the overall result? What can someone really expect?
These combined tapas practices, they cleanse body and mind. They bring in this huge amount of positive energy, help you overcome difficulties, worldly challenges, emotional blocks, deeper spiritual hurdles.
Right.
Ultimately, they nurture Atmabhava, that feeling of oneness with the self, a deep sense of connection to the divine within and without, gradually leading you toward realizing your true nature.
This sounds like that interplay between philosophy and action again. The source connects Vedanta and Tantra here, two sides of one coin. That's an important point for many.
It's a crucial clarification, often misunderstood.
Yeah.
Vedanta is the deep philosophy, the theory of ultimate reality, the why and what. Tantra is its practical application, the how, to actually experience that truth. They're not separate, they're inseparable, like two sides of a coin. One's the blueprint, the other's how you build it.
So Tantra isn't just mysterious rituals, it's applying knowledge.
Exactly. The meaning of Tantra is to expand, to put into practice. Think of physics. The science is like Vedanta, building a bridge using physics principles. That's like the Tantra of physics.
I see.
Chemistry theory is Vedanta. Lab experiments are its Tantra. Spiritually, Tantra gives the tools to apply Vedanta's wisdom. These tools often involve mantra, sacred sounds, Tantra, the practical methods, and yantra, geometric diagrams for meditation.
Like a sacred blueprint.
Yes. Even the consecrated idol, Jagadamba's form itself, is considered a yantra, a powerful visual tool for connecting.
I love how this philosophy extends to people around us. The material talks about the greatest temple of God is man, leading to worshipping Navakanyas and Navasumangalis. That's beautiful applied philosophy.
This is where it becomes truly living divinity. Our ancestors knew, while we worship symbols, the greatest divine manifestation is in people.
Right.
During Navaratri, young unmarried girls, Navakanyas, are seen as living forms of Jagadamba, especially on the 8th day, Ashtami.
Wow.
And married women, Sumangalis, are also revered as Devi herself. It's a beautiful way to see God in human form, fostering deep respect for the feminine in society.
Swami Vivekananda's comment.
Swami Vivekananda's witty comparison. West versus East on women. In India, your wife is your wife, and all others are your mother.
Chuckles.
It's a jest, but it highlights India's deep reverence for the feminine as mother, embodied in these traditions.
Powerful way to bring spirituality into daily life. Okay, let's talk about a major ritual mentioned, the Chandika Havana, or Homa, described as the most potent fire ritual. What makes it so powerful?
The Chandika Havana is indeed seen as the most powerful fire ritual for Chandika Parameshwari. It's an ancient Vedic practice using the transformative power of Agni, sacred fire.
How does it work?
It's elaborate. Starts by invoking Chandika into the Havana Kunda, the fire pit altar. Various angas, parts of the deity, and devatas, associated deities, are worshipped.
Okay.
Then, specific mantras from the Durga Saptashati are chanted. Each mantra goes with an ahuti, an offering, like grains, ghee, herbs, into the fire.
Mantras and offerings.
Yes. And many traditions include the powerful Navakshari mantra, Om Klim Klim Chamade Viche, in the offerings. There are also special offerings at key points beginning and Mahaparana Ahuti Vipavanam, marking different phases.
So it's very structured. And how does it combine those three tapas, physical, verbal, mental?
Masterfully. The physical acts sitting by the fire, making offerings with specific hand gestures, mudras, moving around the altar, that's Kaika tapas.
Right.
Chanting the potent Durga Saptashati mantras, the Navakshari, other invocations is Vachika tapas.
Okay.
And the mental focus. Meditating on the deity, contemplating the mantra's meanings, the intention behind it all, this Manasa tapa.
All amplified by the fire.
Exactly. All amplified by the immense purifying, transformative power of Agni. It acts as a conduit, making it an incredibly potent karma or action.
And the benefits. What can someone gain from this intense ritual?
It's believed to bestow svatantriya, inner independence, freedom from limiting beliefs, external pressures. It fills the mind with divine connection, purifies the environment, helps overcome all kinds of negativity.
Internal and external.
Both. Inner things like fear, anger, doubt, and external obstacles. It builds this deep, unwavering connection with Jagadamba, offering protection, guidance, a truly transformative experience.
Moving beyond rituals, the source makes another key point. The Durga Saptashati is considered a mantra, not just a sloka hymn. What's the difference? Why does that matter for someone seeking protection or growth?
Huge distinction. A mantra is defined as that which protects the mind. A sloka is a verse, a hymn. But a mantra has inherent divine power, a vibrational potency, even if it looks like verse.
Like the Vedas.
Exactly. The Vedas are considered mantras, not just poetry, due to their power to awaken consciousness. The point is, every line, every verse of the Durga Saptashati holds this divine potential.
Wow.
Each sloka is said to have its own devata deity and bija mantra seed sound embedded in it. That's why it's so powerful. It comes from the Markandeya Purana, but its nature is beyond just story.
And the protective part.
The implied protective essence you see seed sounds like aim, hrim, klim in key mantras like Om Hrim Klim Chamunde Viche, highlights its ability to protect and purify the chanter's mind.
And speaking of that mantra, the Navakshari mantra, Om Frim Klim Chamunde Viche, is called the king of mantras. What makes these 9 letters, the Navakshari, so central, so profound in Shakti worship?
The Navakshari mantra, Om Frim Klim Chamunde Viche, incredibly significant, often chanted during the Novena. These 9 letters, Navakshari, aren't just sounds. They're considered a complete Shastra, a scripture in themselves.
A condensed formula.
Exactly. A cosmic formula embodying the entire Shaktagama, the Shakti scriptures. It's packed with divine energy, deep mystery. It's revered as the Mantra Raja, king of mantras.
Is there a higher one?
Well, the even more complex Panchadasi mantra is sometimes called the Emperor, but the Navakshari encapsulates the essence of the mother's power, protection, wisdom. It's a direct energetic line to her diverse aspects.
It's amazing how deep the philosophy and practices go, yet how universal the core truths feel. But what's equally beautiful is how these truths show up in such different, vibrant ways across India. The material captures this with that ancient Indian idea, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuta Vadanti.
Truth is one. Sages call it by many names.
Exactly.
But teaching is the essence of India's spiritual diversity. One ultimate truth, one reality. But wise people approach it, describe it in countless ways through different traditions, different forms.
So it allows for flexibility.
Incredible flexibility, creativity in worship.
Yeah.
It emphasizes there's no single right way to connect with the divine. It's this vision that allows for all the amazing regional variations we see in Navaratri, all leading to the same goal.
And these pan-Indian celebrations definitely have unique flavors, a real tapestry of devotion. Let's touch on a few.
Absolutely. Like in Kulu, Himachal Pradesh, they have this unique ritual with a kulu, a large wooden structure. It's shown as a pyramid of creation.
Represented.
The whole universe, from animals, birds, up to humans, deities, devatas, and the ultimate reality, Paramatma, a powerful visualization of cosmic order.
Wow. And the South?
In Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, the focus is often on elaborate puja rituals, long sessions of japa, chanting, classical devotional music.
And Bengal?
North India, especially Babli, get the massive Durga Puja. Often starts from Shashti, the 6th day. Huge artistic idol installations in these temporary structures called pandals.
Right, the Pandal.
Communal feasts, cultural shows, immense public devotion. It's huge.
And of course, Gujarat. Garba dance. It's almost synonymous with Navaratri for many, but the source gives this fascinating history behind it, more than just a cultural dance.
Oh, absolutely. The origin of Garba is beautiful, really instructive. It goes back to the gopis in Vrindavan.
The cowherd girls.
Yes. During Navaratri, they would dance and sing to Katyayani Devi, praying for Krishna to be their husband.
So it was a prayer.
A deeply devotional bhakti practice, done with immense sincerity, love. Their worship, singing and dancing through all 9 nights, is said to have led to the Rasa Leela with Krishna himself.
Wow.
It powerfully shows that Devi worship can be a direct, heartfelt path to connect with Krishna or any form of the divine you choose. Even joyful, seemingly secular cultural things can have deep spiritual roots.
So Garba has this profound origin in devotion. That's a great aha moment. Now back to Kerala. Specific traditions there, especially around Saraswati.
Yes, in Kerala, those last 3 days are particularly focused on Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, arts, wisdom, often special temple pujas, cultural events focused on learning.
Fits with the Durga Saptashati structure again.
Exactly, Maa Saraswati in the final section, destroying ignorance. Another key practice seen in Kerala and elsewhere too is Ayudha Puja.
Ayudha Puja. Worship of tools and books, such a unique, beautiful idea, isn't it? How does that connect to daily life divinity?
Exactly. During Ayudha Puja, people gather their books, their tools, instruments, whatever they use for work, study, daily life. They clean them meticulously, place them for worship before Jagadamba.
Why?
The belief is, by offering them to the mother, everything gets purified, energized. Your knowledge, your skills, your mind. Often for 3 days, these tools aren't used. The time is dedicated to her.
What's the philosophy behind it?
It reflects that core idea. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman, everything is divine. Ayudha Puja helps cultivate the bhava, the feeling that life and matter, our work, studies, tools, are themselves sacred, infused with divine energy, fosters gratitude, reverence in everything we do.
So we've covered the deep philosophy, the life stages, the diverse practices. Now let's bring it right back home for you, the listener. If you're a Sataka, a spiritual seeker, maybe just starting to explore Navaratri, how can you engage meaningfully? How do you begin without feeling overwhelmed by it all?
That's a great question. The most important thing for a sadhaka, especially starting out, is remember, simplicity and sincerity are absolutely key.
Okay.
You don't need elaborate ritual training, that's fine. Heartfelt, simple practices are highly valued. Bhagwan Krishna himself says the Lord looks at your bhava, your dedication, your love, your mental connection. Doesn't matter how fancy the ritual is, whatever small things you do them with 100% dedication, love, sincere mental connection. That's what counts.
That's really reassuring. So what are some simple, doable practices people could try during Navaratri, even with a busy life?
Okay, let's start with upavasa, fasting. Again, upavasa means sit near the divine. No need for extremes. You could try water only if you feel up to it and are healthy, like the mention of Prime Minister Modi. Or just opt for specific allowed foods, maybe just fruits or milk. A lighter diet that frees up energy for contemplation.
Listen to your body.
Absolutely. The fasting should support your practice, not hinder it or make you sick. Adapt it.
Okay. Beyond fasting, what about a simple puja? Creating that sacred space at home.
Very simple, very powerful. Light a lamp. Keep a small lamp going for the 9 days. Maybe in a quiet corner, purify the space. As you light it, feel the lamp is Jagadamba, a living presence, a focus for your devotion.
Nice.
If you feel a bit more inspired or know a little more, you could do a small Kalasha Puja, the pot, with water, leaves, coconut, and a deepa, the lamp. But the intention, the feeling, that's paramount.
Got it. And for verbal practice, using sound through japa.
Different. Chant simple mantras of Jagadamba, like Om Devi Durga Namaha, or even recite the Devi Chalisa, that beautiful 40-verse hymn praising the goddess.
Even just a few minutes.
Even just a few minutes a day. Regular chanting helps focus the mind, purify speech, invoke divine energy. Lots of guided versions online if you're new to it.
And finally, that powerful manamam, mental connection. How can someone cultivate that practically, bring it into everyday thoughts?
This might be the most profound and most accessible. Take time each day to simply meditate on Jagadamba. Try to connect with that supreme universal energy in your mind. Contemplate her truth, who she is. Listen to her stories or teachings. Even just remembering her presence, her nature, in your thoughts during the day is a powerful practice.
Bringing awareness inward.
Yes, creating that inner sanctuary we talked about earlier. Conscious awareness of the divine in your inner world.
So what are the results? If someone engages with Navaratri in these heartfelt, accessible ways, what transformations might they actually see?
These practices bring really great results. Not just spiritually fostering peace, inner strength, but also in material life. You might find more clarity, more resilience facing challenges, a deeper sense of purpose. Jagadamba is the universal mother. She protects, helps, saves us from difficulty. She embodies Icha, will, Jnana, knowledge, and Kriya, action.
Divine will, knowledge, action.
Yes, and Navaratri is one of the best times of year, energetically speaking. It's filled with immense, heightened energy. So it's an incredibly potent time to connect to the divine, accelerate your personal growth.
So it's really knowledge and devotion working together, enriching all of life.
Precisely. Jnana, knowledge, and bhakti devotion aren't competing paths. They go hand in hand. Supporting each other, enriching each other, leading to a truly blessed, holistic, transformative life experience for you, the seeker. Hashtag outro.
And there you have it. Deep divers, we've journeyed through the profound 9 nights of Navaratri, explored everything from the symbolic life stages in the 9 Devi form,
The inner evolution,
to the diverse, vibrant worship across India, and the deep philosophy in texts like the Durga Saptashati. We've seen how even simple, heartfelt devotion done sincerely can lead to really powerful changes.
It's really a testament to the lasting wisdom in these ancient traditions, isn't it? Offering such a rich source for anyone seeking deeper meaning, connection, and a way to unlock their own inner potential.
So as you think about this journey, this idea that the universe unfolds inside us, and every stage of womanhood reflects a divine principle, maybe consider this. What untapped power, what wisdom is waiting for you to discover within your own prakriti, within your own evolving self? What aspect of the Divine Mother really speaks to you right now?
Maybe you'll explore a simple practice like lighting that lamp, or reflect on your own life stages through the lens of the 9 Devas, or maybe just dive deeper into the symbolism that caught your attention. The journey of self-discovery, it's always ongoing.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the profound wisdom that's all around us and right inside you.
Struggling with health, financial worries, wealth, relationships, or career? Don't let these challenges hold you back. Harness the ancient power of authentic Rudraksha, planetary remedies, and Vedic astrology to restore balance and attract success. But act fast. These sacred remedies are in limited stock. Visit callmantra.com today to transform your life.
If this resonated with you, join our spiritual journey. Your support keeps us growing. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So like, comment, share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.